Good evening, pipe smokers. Welcome to another pipe talk. This video is a VR to the occasional clay piper. He asked about early memories, early influences on tobacco, pipe smoking, etc. And I thought this is a good idea to tell the story of the first pipe I ever owned. When I was a child in the 80s, pipe smoking wasn't that common, but it also wasn't uncommon. Pipe smoking was still on the media. I have several German pulp novels back from the 70s and from the 80s. They were full of advertisings of all sorts, sometimes very hilarious stuff like X-ray specs and uh, inflating dolls and such, and also tobacco commercials and also pipe advertisements. Pipe smoking was still on television. Lots of old movies were played back then, like Sherlock Holmes and all that. And of course, every child was fascinated by cowboys and Indians, so we knew what a tomahawk is, we knew the peace pipe, etc. I think when you ask children today about Native Americans, although this was mostly cliche, we knew, I think they don't even know what you're talking about. Sad, but probably true. Also, my grandfather smoked pipes. Although I don't remember seeing him smoking a pipe, I still remember the smell of the tobacco in his room, and this tobacco brand is still around, and it still has the same heavy room note. Pure natural tobacco. Also, he smoked cigarettes all his life. A brand with no filter, all natural tobacco, mostly oriental tobacco. They were still around when I was a teenager, so I still remember how they tasted. And they were not comparable to modern day cigarettes at all. Lots of strength, lots of flavor. Guess no one would buy them these days. Anyhow, the first pipe I ever owned. Over here, there's a sweet for kids. It's called Überraschungseier, which means surprise eggs. It's a egg-shaped chocolate, also in the size of an actual egg. The cheaper ones were just chocolate. The more expensive brand had milk chocolate on the outside and white chocolate on the inside. And when you ate the chocolate inside, there's a yellow plastic container hidden, which you had to open. And there was, or still is, some kind of toy inside. The expensive brand is still around, but they have very boring toys inside. But the cheaper brand, when I was a child, was absolutely amazing. Usually there was stuff you had to construct or put together yourself. Usually these were cars, locomotives, and for the girls, tiny baby dolls, stuff like that. I remember I was always very, very, very disappointed when there was a doll or a baby inside. Didn't like that girl stuff at all. And if you were lucky, there were robots, spaceships, knights, Indians. I remember there was a kind of series of warrior riders from all ages. There always was a plastic horse consisting of two parts you had to put together. There were different horses, and the rider were made of a heavy metal bronze colored or silver colored, and there was a medieval knight, a musketeer, an Indian, I think also a robot riding a robot horse. It's a long time ago. And one time there was a pipe inside. It consisted of two parts, a yellow stem and mouthpiece, and a blue bowl, all made of plastic, not even an inch long, very tiny, and it was carved. I don't know if I can say carved. It resembled a Native American pipe, probably. It was either the shape of an eagle's head or the totem of an eagle's head, very stylized. Maybe it was even a demon. I still remember blue bowl, white stem. You can blow through. When I was a child, I thought you had to blow inside. Didn't know that you had to draw on a pipe. Unfortunately, this pipe got lost somewhere along the way of growing up. But yeah, we as children, or I as a child, I knew what a pipe is. Especially the peace pipe, the Native American pipes. Every child knew this back then. We played cowboys and Indians on the playground outside till the sun set, without any parents nearby, something that sounds unbelievable these days. No one would let his children play outside without having a look after them until sunset. Would be very dangerous. Times have changed, but kids today don't know tobacco or pipes anymore. Realized this when I was smoking a pipe outside and a mother with a child passed by, and the child asked the mother what this man is doing over there. And I can't even remember if the young mother knew what was going on. Yeah. I'm very pessimistic about generations to come and what they do know of the world. Anyhow, that were my earliest influences on pipes, pipe smoking, tobacco. Hope you enjoyed this little story, and see you next time at another pipe talk. Cheers.